Oh my God, I was like, I wish I
We're gonna go
could
back to the room.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
wow.
I know.
So what are you doing over there?
I'm taking some video now.
That way in the morning.
Looks like you were getting angry at
There's no
it or
place to
something.
put them.
Well,
So I have to spread all his.
I haven't used it. I haven't used it very much, so.
Somebody told me there was
He
something
does
wrong,
mine tonight.
and I
He'll
found
do
out
my
what it
angle
was.
tonight.
Yeah,
And
no,
then
you lost your
tomorrow I do
buttons.
his.
No, I
Tonight,
don't have a button like
he's
that.
not leaking, so I should be able to just take the stockings off the socks back on for the night. But
I'm gonna get my clothes and everything ready tonight. This is what I'm gonna have and just hang it up. I did it last night too.
Hey,
I
turn
had
around a
to
minute.
change. I had to get another shirt on because they dropped ketchup.
I'm trying to decide. Good shot. I want something comfortable.
No, he doesn't want a front end shot. Turn around. No, the other way. Face it,
He
mom.
wants your butt.
There we go.
Here we go.
Another bag in the bag.
In the bag.
I can just picture these
all those
internet
people
pictures.
that didn't
Everybody's
get to
going to
come.
send out their picture.
To all those people that didn't get a chance to come,
I hope some people take some
first
good
row
ones
shot.
on that
That's right.
sightseeing.
Gotta have the butt shot, you know.
This
Well-
is a 2014 butt shot.
Okay. Yeah.
He's going to get
So
a
we'll
picture
do.
of Bill taking pictures of someone else.
Yeah, exactly.
What do you? Yeah. I'm not taking pictures. Now I'm shooting video.
Hey, come here. Let me get a picture of your butt.
I'm ready to go.
What do you think, Kim?
I'm ready.
Oh,
Hello.
Hi.
can't miss that shot.
Just a
Bunch of crazy old men.
Yes. Aren't you glad you're part of this deal?
Yeah,
Doug's not going to want a picture of the depends.
All right. Let's see a picture of your Depends. I see that all the time where I
Does
work.
it say
But
NMSOA on it? You'll be the first pair of NMSOA Depends I've ever seen. Go ahead, drop your pants. We'll take a picture of your pants.
Hey, it's happened more than once where he drops the pants. He's lost so much weight. He's down 25 pounds.
Oh, pretty soon it's going to be the old Ron suspenders.
Yeah.
Hey, Ron, we
Get
need
a
your
size that
suspenders.
fits him.
Ron! Lend Doug your suspenders. His pants are falling.
You need your suspenders.
Oh, I ain't giving my suspenders on. My pants will fall.
I want to see you guys in the morning. Okay.
See you in the morning.
Regular breakfast.
hey,
time,
Gary.
Ellie.
Gary, don't be a loner. Come on over and join us.
Have a good night. Rest.
You know what? The only thing we don't bring to reunions is a deck of cards, and we can have some. I think it ain't illegal, is it? Play poker.
I don't know. Is it illegal in the state to have that kind of a
Everything's
deal?
illegal in the state. Como runs it.
Well, that's true. So.
Jesus.
Did anyone get a big goal?
That's in the city. You can't have that.
God bless you, whoever did that one.
Oh, that was Dan. Landfried's good at belching.
Yeah, that was a stipulation, but they said it.
Oh.
Mr. Wizard, yeah.
Yes. All right. There you are.
Remember Mr. Wizard?
Yes, Mr. Wizard and
That's a wizard.
Captain Video and the Video Rangers.
Mr. Rogers.
Mr. Rogers, neighborhood. And Buck Rogers, speaking of
Buck Rogers.
Buck Rogers.
Well, no, it was Mr. McFeely who was the mailman. He was the mailman. He was the
Captain
mailman.
Midnight, Lash LaRue.
3 weeks ago.
Oh,
We used to
yeah.
watch Roy Rogers, The Lone Ranger, and Highway to Heaven, and all of a sudden.
On TV. What did they call it? TV Land?
TV
No,
Land.
it wasn't on
No,
TV
it wasn't
Land.
on I was
It
going to say
something
No,
that.
else.
it was on FLTV, Family.
Oh, Family Entertainment. Something like that.
METV.
Emmy?
M-E.
Is that what it is?
You have television up where you're from.
M-E. Yeah, we do.
But I mean, Roy Rogers, and every day he
Yes, we actually have the METV network. We show Lawrence Welk every Sunday night.
Lawrence Welk is still on too.
Yes, Lawrence Welk. He's on PBS though.
Yeah.
That Lawrence Welk.
And it got us cold up where you're South Dakota, for God's
Plays
sake. Or
good
North
music, but
Dakota.
that's
It's not that bad.
Wow.
On Saturday, and we're sitting
When
there
how's the snow
talking
melt?
with the TV
May
on
or
and
June?
all he
Lawrence
could say
Welk
is
on.
wonderful,
And he'll come
wonderful.
Well, we had a snowstorm in early May.
Yeah, I remember that. I heard that.
Yeah.
The Champagne Lady?
Yeah,
The
Ellis,
Champagne
Ellis Long or whatever.
We were in
I'll stay in
Branson a couple
Pennsylvania.
weeks ago, Champagne Lady. and
19 years old. He plans on retiring at 49. He's now 46. The guy said, you know, he's got to work till he's 57 years old to get anything.
All right, I think it's pizza time. Bill Feigl is working on his own pizza.
He says, I got a guy that's got 29 years.
What is that, Bill?
Slap your mama.
Slam your mama? Slam your mama. So it's
Spicy food.
spicy food. Let's see, we've got onion,
Everything on it.
everything on it, and you're adding a hot crushed red pepper.
No, this is worse.
Oh, that's worse.
Yeah,
What is it?
it bites a lot worse.
Oh, okay. I think I'll stay away from that. What do we got here? Oh, this is a double header. Yes, and here we got more.
Okay.
Yes,
That looks almost good enough to eat. But look at them ugly black things on there.
those are called olives.
See, I don't care for olives on pizza.
Oh, you gotta have pizza.
my salad,
Black olives.
okay.
Green olives you keep off, but black
look at
olives.
here.
Oh, look at here.
Oh, these are nice.
Yes.
This is nice. Oh, this is a nice one.
Some sausage and onion.
Yes.
Yes.
These are the biggest
Very
bites.
nice. Yes, very nice. Very nice.
These are
Well, here we are. We're digging in already. Uh-huh.
Thank you.
Okay.
That looks good.
So how's your... Oh, you haven't started yet. Okay.
Putting that real hot peppers on.
Are you going to put it on?
What is it called?
Slap your mama.
Slap your mama. Probably not. Okay. Time for me to eat pizza. Albany skyline. MSO sailors and wives. More Hudson River.
I knew right then when I met the two of them that this was going to be nothing but a wonderful experience for me and for our staff. For certainly all of us, I speak especially for Brandon and myself and everybody who cleaned your rooms and greeted you at the front desk. You know, we all appreciate the service you gave our country, and we're able to do this today because of everything that you all have done for us. Unfortunately, but I hope you all enjoyed yourself. I'm sorry the Slater wasn't here. I'm hoping though that means you'll come back and visit us again.
We seen Miss Slater 5 times today. Yeah, we passed the birth 5 times. we had a bus camouflage job. We were sent a bus driver who didn't know where he was going or what he was doing, and they sent him after 55 phone calls the wrong itinerary sheet. He took us to Colony Mall from here, and we sat there, and I said, "Excuse me, but what are we doing?" He says, "Well, that's where they said we're going." I says, "No, sir." So, and then he didn't know how to get anywhere. They ended up sending out a big red pickup truck from Dutch Apple Farms to lead him to faith and joy, and he followed that ever so slowly, and we did manage to keep up. It was an experienced day. We always have a good time.
It's a memory, right? It's another memory that you can put in your bucket.
Put us all in a cardboard box in a corner and we'll all be happy. But
Yeah, that's
it was,
Did you get to see anything in downtown?
we've seen some lovely buildings and architecture, and then we went to the Slater Pier in that area, and we did we couldn't get to the Capitol steps, mind you, because there was a soapbox race that happens every year, and they do about it a year, soapbox derby. They had the whole place blocked off, so we couldn't get the bus anywhere near it. So we waved as we passed, and then we went down to the waterfront, went about the 4th time past us later, and we parked
And
the
it's still
bus.
on your turn.
No, it wasn't that. We waited, and then we went on the, I don't know, I guess it was the Slater Pier, wasn't it? Yeah. And then we walked out, and we took photos facing the water, and then we took them facing the building to the background.
Hi, for those of you who do not know me or recognize my name tag,
Well, we don't want to know you anyways.
I am Doug Gramp, our group's chaplain, a job I hold very dear. Before we get started tonight, can we all stand, salute our flag, or put our hands and hats over our heart, say the Pledge of Allegiance to our flag of the United States of America.
Ship's company. Up to hut. Right hand salute.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. 2. Thank you. Praise his name for your health and safety in your travels getting here. We gather to honor those who have died from our group. They are the wife of our Vice President, Judy Fiegel. Now the pictures of all these people are up in front of me here. So a little later you can recognize and come up and see. But along with Judy Fiegel, we have Carrie Few, the wife of U-Turn. Tom Lawson, Ray Owen, Kelly Baker, Bob Gladwin, who for years was our secretary. Taylor Buckingham, Jerry or Gerald Hewitt, O.B. Bobam, the husband and father of these two wonderful people over at this table, Matt Matthews. Our president before Joe, Rick Spurkett. Floyd Gaskin. Fella off my sweep, the 432, the dynamic, Frank Roper. Charlie Kassmeyer.
Ship's company. Lieutenant Hood. Prepare to render honors. Right hand salute.
little friend, let no man lead you astray. He that doeth righteousness is righteous. We have heard from the beginning that we should love one another. Let us pray. Heavenly Father, came before you today to ask your forgiveness and to seek your directions and guidance. We know your word says, woe to those who call evil good. But that is exactly what we have done. We have lost our spiritual equilibrium and reversed our values completely. We have exploited the poor and called it the lottery. We rewarded laziness and called it welfare. God, know our hearts today. Cleanse us from every wrongdoing and sin, and set us all free. In Jesus' name we pray, amen. Thank you all. They didn't ask me to sing it. Oh.
So, the state of the Nmsoa. here's the state of the NMSOA. We've got practically, I think after this reunion, we're probably going to be sitting around about 5,000 to 7,000 left in the bank account. The problem is not that we don't have the membership, because we do have the membership, and most of us are all lifers already. We're all life members, so we're not dragging in the dues. We had a membership director for close to 3 years that really did not do much of anything and then quit. So we are stuck now with no new membership, no renewals, no interest, and Gabby and I have discussed what to do. We don't want to give it up. We don't want to close the doors. Unfortunately, there's an overhead every year. We have to pay the state of Illinois. We have to do our taxes. It costs us money to run it. It costs money to run websites. It's all these little itty-bitty things that add up. It costs money to have a phone to do all the business we do. It costs money for a lot of different things. And if we don't start bringing in more membership, not that it's not our fault because we're mostly life members, but if we don't start bringing in new membership, we just can't carry it no more. And if I was to do it, I said, like I told Gabby, we can do it. We could dissolve the NMSOA and still be the family we always were. But when we do a reunion, instead of just paying $60 a head, it's going to end up costing 3 times that much. Plus, like they do with every other military reunion, it's going to end up costing for every little thing we do. So none of us would be able to afford that. And then it wouldn't work anyway. So what we're going to try to do in this next year is get either somebody to step up and help out with membership and start searching for there's so many MSO sailors out there, let's face it. We're not all old. There's younger guys that followed us. And then I'm talking about possibly getting those MCM sailors to start because they can follow us and help us. I don't see why we can't. Each and every one of us puts in the effort to try to get some other MSO sailors to join, and we can build ourselves back up enough to sustain year after year. That'd be a good thing. But face it, we don't put out a newsletter. We don't do all the fancy stuff. Basically, all we do is a reunion once in a while. You know, we were already a year over the reunion this time because of the way things worked out. So it's up to the membership, and I consider all the lifer members, and even members that are always in good standing and have been with us from the first, that we know what the story is, so what are we going to do about it? I can't do it anymore all by myself, and Gabby can't do it, and Bill can't do it. It just doesn't work like that. We get burnt out, literally burnt out. It takes me pretty close to a year, and Larry will back me up on that. It's hard to do these. It's hard to get everything worked out. And as you've seen today, no matter how much planning you do, Murphy's going to show up, and he showed up today. And every last detail of everything I planned for the last year went south, all in 5 minutes. Even as far as you hire a bus company, and the driver don't know where the heck he's going. And I mean, I didn't know what to say. And he's a nice, kind old gentleman, and I don't want to say, hey, you idiot, why did you come and take this route if you don't know the neighborhood? But it wasn't his fault. They gave him an itinerary that took us to the mall. Y'all see him pull up to the mall. And I said to him, excuse me, but what are we doing here? Well, it says right here, and I looked at the list, and sure enough, pick folks up at the hotel, take them to the mall. Pick them up from the mall and take them back to the hotel. I said, well, what happened to lunch? What happened to the tour? What? I don't know anything about that. Then he's turning around every 2 minutes saying, how do I get there? I said, I don't know, get us to the visitor bureau. I don't know how to get there. I said, well, neither do I, pal. I live in New York, but not in Albany. I don't know what it looks like. Well, then we get close enough to the spot where we were supposed to pick up our tour guide, and then we're having a soapbox derby right by where we were supposed to park and walk around. We couldn't even do the tour. We couldn't do the photo op. We couldn't go on the Capitol steps because the road was too narrow. Nobody told us that. They didn't say, hey, wait, that's a great idea, Bob. You can't park the bus there. It's too narrow. And then we would have to unload everybody in the middle of the street. So nothing worked right today, except for the meal. The meal was good. Yeah. Definitely enjoyed that.
And that was a
And the
real
tour was
downer
good.
for me because I put in a lot of hours to get all that to work. And God bless the hotel, she bent over backwards, giving us this huge room, which they never give out unless it's a big banquet they're making money on. They gave us access to their kitchen to get our ice and do whatever we had to do. The head chef was filling ice in our buckets for us. That's how good they are. The rooms are nice and clean. I mean, still, Mama found they don't do that little etching thing in the corner.
She told me they don't use their crevice toys. That's exactly what I said.
Yeah. And I said, oh dear Lord, she found dirt in the crevice area.
Joe,
Can I tell you something else good about this hotel? I called and I asked him because they had told me they would come and pick us up at the Amtrak, and he said he didn't have a shuttle driver, but get a taxi cab and he would reimburse me, and he did.
Very good. They're good people. They
They
really
are.
are.
They were very nice.
They have good ratings. And every one of you there, I know quite a few of us are members of TripAdvisor. Be sure y'all get on there and give them their ratings because they definitely deserve them. They did really good. And also the restaurant. I'll make sure I do mine when I get home, but that's what helps them do business, and that's what helps them give us the deals they give us. She actually dropped our room rates a few dollars too. We were supposed to be up to $85 a night, and she dropped it down to $79. And then they gave us this room because all I mentioned to her was, look, well, in South Carolina, we had those small little rooms, and while they worked, everybody couldn't fit comfortable. So she said, you know what, let me give you the biggest room there is. And I said, wow, that's going to be way too big, but she said, take it anyway. And not every hotel will do that. Anyway, so now we have our certificates. And let's start. Let's count and make sure I said it right.
I'm going to get my son's pension.
I've got too many. We got 1 year. You want coffee? That's what the thing is.
Please.
3 and 1. There's one too many. All right, here we go. Okay, same tickets. We're going to draw now for the 1 years. I have 3 of them. When you get them, you just fill them out and give them to Gabby, and he'll make sure you get registered. I'll hold you. Look. Okay, first ticket.
Uh, 641865. 865.
Wait a minute, what color are you?
Red.
No. What are you doing?
This is your 50-50 bucket, the red.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry.
Two certificates go with the red ticket.
Redraw it.
Why?
Because it's Nellie's, she doesn't need it.
Okay, redraw.
Nellie stepped in dog food before she gave.
Come on, Herb. Default. I'm out. What's up, Joe? Come on, Herb. You can draw better than that. I'm trying my best.
There you go.
They're all over the place. I didn't know the bucket had a hole. That was good.
Well, at least they're mixed
They're mixed now.
Didn't have a hole in it. See, you can actually suck them out.
Yeah, Murphy didn't get off on the bus.
I am Murphy. I'm Batman. Okay.
Eight four four.
844. Come on up.
Banging around on even side.
They're in there. It's
Have a
just,
winner.
they're not mixed like that. Hopefully when he puts his hand, he reaches down.
Thank you. And thank you. And thank you, Murphy. Here you go, sir. All right, thank you. Next, another 1 year.
How did it go? Thank you.
641-822.
Come get it.
Like an 832.
Hey, Captain.
Gotta come back.
One 773. 773.
I got 784
Going once.
through 789.
What is it?
773. Going twice.
Gabby, you don't need it. You're a lifer. I don't need it. I'm a lifer. I can't even find my ticket. Okay, redraw.
Man decision. It's 41820.
That'll be close to 822 over there.
Not me.
Maybe something disappeared.
Must be Murphy's tickets.
41820. 820.
I already won.
Okay, redraw.
More work than I expected. 41776.
Say that again, please.
776.
Somebody's got-
786.
Gabby.
Another Murphy.
Holy cow. Sure nobody got that, huh? Well, even if I wanted, I would take it. So, yeah. Go ahead.
He's gonna get carpal tunnel.
It's 41805.
On, Frenchie.
Hey, Frenchie!
Come on, all right, Fred. Thank you, sir. Okay, two-year slips.
41, 785.
That's me. Draw it again, he's not even a member.
Not again.
Sure.
All right, thank you.
845.
Can I trade the one for a two?
Already won.
Huh?
Can I trade the one for a two?
No, take the three.
We're gonna have a three then.
Did you? I was gonna say, did you already put your name on the one? Oh, it's incremental. 1, 2, 3.
At least I found my own tickets. Murphy didn't steal them. I don't have to use them all at once. You can hold on to them. Well, might as well just let them pile up. Use them all. Are you? Are you good to like what? 20? Okay. Last 2 years.
792.
Oh, that's me.
792.
That's you?
Yeah.
No. You lifer.
No, I get paid for it.
See?
3 years, man. I got you forever now.
Here you go, Billy.
Now I know it's fixed.
Huh?
No kiss.
You happy now? I'm gonna take you to dinner. Okay, last 2 or 3 year ones.
Seven, 5, 9.
Joe asked me, and I'm a lifer, so redraw.
Thank you, Brian.
He's over 80.
744.
Yeah,
Danny.
You got all the money? Yeah. I'm glad I got your money.
Yeah.
He
got my money too.
You go, Danny.
You got all our money.
We know how to work good.
This guy's good to the turn of the century.
Yep, last one. Last 3 years cert.
859.
Send it in.
I don't do nothing until the reunions.
859.
Redraw.
Redraw.
Well, how about a 3-year associate membership then for Matt? Well, Matt's a lifer anyway, but
Yes, I
for
have
you,
that.
Yes.
For John,
was it yours?
yeah, I have.
You want to be a member for 3 years charter? We'll put you in.
You want to? I've got a card from you as a lifer.
Yeah, but that's for Matt. How about his son?
Oh, yeah, it's fun.
You want to be? It's yours.
All right.
That's nice.
Nobody
Turn
is
it into our
happier
treasurer
than
as a charter or an associate or whatever way you want to do it. Okay, that will kill our red tickets. Murphy can keep them all now.
Man.
Thank you for all participating in that draw. Now the good stuff. Got your own damn blue ticket in here.
For the merchandise now.
Merchandise.
The
Oh,
ticket.
big merchandise.
Yeah, big stuff.
Okay, let's shake hand all of it. Just bring it up here. Get my son a little.
John Thomas Matthews.
Okay, get out the blue ones.
They don't have the
This is gonna be a toughie. All right.
Mix them up, Joe.
Yeah, I am. Please,
Put that lid on.
You aren't ready? Okay, mix them first. Wait a minute.
I'll mix.
Here, mix. Which one, sir?
He sounded like you didn't trust him.
Make noise. Make mixing noises. Okay. We trust you to draw, and I will show what we're drawing for. All right. Okay, first one is here. Call numbers. My ticket's on the edge of the counter there. Be careful.
All right, oh, these are big numbers. This one starts 382, 388,
Ooh. Doug, go up and get it.
388.
Yeah.
You?
Yeah, it's yours.
Here you go, Sir Douglas.
Thank you, sir.
Thank her too. You have to be thankful.
You paid for the tickets. I'm just looking at it.
Will you
Donated by Gunner.
382, 396.
396. Come get her.
Can I see what you got? Doug, can I see what you got? She wants to see it.
Ready?
I'm
X.
gonna be proud for you.
They're all them.
408. 408.
408?
Correct.
You shut your eyes rather than 50-50. Is this here, you're an associate? You could have
Yeah.
All right, Frenchie. Yeah.
I want that on a t-shirt.
Here we go. Next one.
I want that on a t-shirt.
400. 400.
400.
It's you?
Let him pick something else then.
Put my number back in there. I want that sign over there. 422.
There you go. I'll take it.
Don't film me bringing you a stupid goddamn it. You put me on Facebook, I swear to God.
You're on Facebook already.
I know, I see that. My daughter's
Quit your grumping. Good Lord. Never seen a guy that just hates
okay.
to have his face
You
portrayed.
actually won something, didn't you? You made all the rest of these. You want a ball cap, maybe?
They put it back in.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Would you
All right,
Put it back in.
Okay, good.
He wants the parking sign.
Here we go. Good one.
414.
Oh,
414.
that's you, Doug.
Daddy,
It's us again.
Way to go, Doug.
Right.
You were just saying you liked that, didn't you?
Thank you. Yes, I did.
Now what?
And who's winning them all?
Like the old saying goes, I am a winner.
366.
I'm getting.
See, that's what I thought you were doing.
Okay, let's shuffle up the buckets. Shake, shake, shake that bucket booty. Here you go, boss. All right, we'll do the Navy side.
406. 406.
Richie.
You are lucky tonight.
Richie, you might as well just stay up there, Frenchie. You're going to get most of the stuff anyway.
How many tickets did he buy?
Look at that. I think I
Too late.
Beautiful.
Hey, remember who lent you money so we go on emergency leave?
410.
410, the other thing.
Mexico.
Reggie.
Mexico.
Yeah. Doc would have been here, probably would have been.
Wait till I hold that thing.
I haven't looked.
Come on.
Get my thumb over the number.
Rushing me.
Ready?
Yeah.
389.
Take it off.
389.
That's you, Billy? Yeah. Billy the Kid?
Oh,
All right.
it's fixed.
It's New York. It's everything's
I'll
rigged.
touch your ass, okay?
Did you get that on film?
Yes, I did.
Okay, good. Facebook.
Right. It's going to Facebook.
He's gonna send it.
Next. 398.
398.
Yeah.
Well, you can open up a hat store.
All right, Gary.
Charlie, whenever you put that one on Facebook, they radio them a pervert.
Nah, I'm not going to go that
I'll
route.
give away a due certificate.
It'll,
Due certificate in the frame.
426.
Rick's numbers. 426. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
390. 390.
I got your feet.
Oh, I know it's fixed now.
That's the last one. Shake that bucket.
Shake that bucket up.
396 was? I don't know. 390. Now you don't touch mine. I'm backing away. Thank God I wasn't on a submarine with you.
368. 368.
368.
There you go. Dan again.
Mix them up again.
Dan.
We're only gonna allow 3 people to come to the next reunion.
Well, your son took them all last reunion.
Don't blame me, I didn't do nothing.
393.
It's not Kenny's ear, I guess.
393.
How about the camouflage one?
Yeah.
let's go. Here we go. We'll do this one.
382. 382.
I think that was.
So close, but so
No, my tickets are gone now. I got it. Like you one of the lost. If I got another one, they would.
382. Anyone?
No 382?
Once, twice. You draw.
Going right up.
397. All right, Gary.
Way to go, Gary.
Good show, Gary.
Last reunion, I was winning everything.
That's a year's supply of food at
I didn't buy
IHOP.
any regular
419.
Oh, wait.
419.
Finally.
There you go, Gene.
Mr. Hare.
Don't be all so excited, Gene.
That is exciting.
That's nice.
Old tabs.
Here we go.
Hang on. Sticking together. 377.
Right here.
Hey, Brian. Hey, Brian. I tried to buy a tank. I couldn't afford
Bet you if I'd have had a case of Budweiser, Murphy would have won every one of them. Let's go with another deuce certificate. We're running out of stuff here.
That's the object.
372.
Right here.
you got the same one?
I was sitting back here cursing everybody with it.
You could just tell your doctor. Like a freak and tell your doctor you got your exercise today. Ha, that's the winner.
409.
409. Like the cleaner.
Oh, another hat like I need one.
Switch. Ticket. Thank you, Mike.
That matches your shirt.
There you go.
And the due certificate in.
384.
Uh-oh.
Yep. There you go, Sharon.
4, 5, and 6. Make it Joe.
Take it, Joe.
Okay.
Yeah, take it. Take it.
Oh, yeah, give me a ticket, Jared. I don't know. Actually, you call out a fake number just to say you get. You stole White's coffee cup, I think. Last one of the due certificates, then we go to the grand prize.
405.
405.
Oh, God.
Hey, Frenchie. Again? Yeah, Frenchie again.
Good thing I bought my truck.
Drake, it'll never be the same, will it, Frenchie?
Okay, grand prize. That's all in.
The tablecloth.
Sir. Pick one for the grand prize. That's the belt buckle with the.
Yeah, me. I can put my glasses on.
I'll put your glasses. We trust you.
413.
413.
Right. Wait, wait.
Good. Thank you. Thank you all for participating and helping out the association with the donations. Thank you for coming. Served together. He is also the commanding officer for the USS Devastator. He also brought to all of us to see his book with the complete report of what happened with the Guardian. what happened with the Guardian is very clear within the first 2 pages. Very interesting. He's also got 2 photo books of the Guardian grounded. So I will hereby thank you very much for showing up and speaking for us, and let him have it.
Good. I have some remarks here, but I know some of you may have some questions about Guardian. I really didn't want to talk about that in my prepared remarks, but I'll be glad to take any questions at the end and answer, tell you what I know. Okay? And about any subject. It doesn't have to be Guardian. It could be Navy, writ large. So, Joe, thank you for inviting me. Thank you, Charlie. And Charlie was one of the great sonarmen on the ship. Charlie and the team found 29 mines during Operation Desert Storm, and then we destroyed every one of them. He is a hero. He is a hero.
Well, since he's joined the association, he's dumped about 29
There's the yin and the yang, you know.
And thanks to the association for inviting me today. It's been a lot of fun, both yesterday and today. It was very enjoyable for me to find new shipmates, and I enjoy that very much. So let me start. I'll tell you right up front that the Guardian and the Devastator was the finest job I ever had in the Navy. And people like Charlie are the reason why. In my professional life, I would still say the same statement. Nothing satisfied me more than being on that ship. In Charlie's case, in my case, we were very lucky. We had a brand new ship, a new Penny, and we sailed it to training, and we went to Florida and had a lot of fun. And then, just as we're leaving our training, we end up receiving a top secret message that said, "Proceed directly to Charleston because we're going to send you to Bahrain." The Kuwaitis were invaded the day before. It didn't happen that way, but it looked like for a moment there we were going to make an unscheduled 9-month deployment when Maxwell was 6. But we made it home, changed our clothes, turned around and went back, and sailed the ship. Last time MCM, or any of the minesweep vehicles, have ever sailed independently across the ocean. So you may understand I have a preference of what I think is the best minesweeper, but we don't need to get into that now. We can get that. But what was most important about that ship was the people on board. Guys like Charlie and everyone who worked their tail off to get, whether it was through training or just to survive and do the right thing in Desert Storm. It was a gratifying experience for me. I frequently joke that I have 2 daughters, and I say, I wouldn't want a sailor within 500 yards of any of my daughters. But the truth is, I feel absolutely the opposite of that. Nothing makes me prouder than the American sailor. They are the finest citizens of our country, and they would give their lives if you asked them to, which always surprised me because, your life is as valuable as anybody else's, but they would do it. I saw hundreds of examples of that in many of my tours. The only thing they ask is for a nice place to sleep, some good chow, and maybe an occasional beer and exotic port. Okay, but certainly well deserved. And that's what I want to talk about for a few minutes today about sailors and what we need to do. I'm very concerned with the way the military, and particularly the Navy, is treating our people and the money we're spending to maintain the force that we have. I would candidly tell you, I don't think we have the finest fighting force ever available. We've accepted a lot of compromises. We've put a lot of strains on the kids, and we're doing it at the expense of other things. I think each one of us can do little things, small things, to help make our service better. It involves getting involved, and I'll give you some things that I think we can do that can make a difference. Let me start with a couple of facts. 75% of the youth of America today are not qualified to serve in the armed forces. 75%. 27% are too obese to serve in the military. And that doesn't include the people who go before boot camp to indoctrination training to get them into standards. 27%. 1 in 5 high school graduates, guys with high school diplomas, can't do the math, the literacy, or the problem-solving tests that they're given upon entry into the service. 1 in 5. What do they learn in high school? This is my question. One in 5 Army recruits, I found this pretty surprising, have had issues with mental illness before they ever went into the service. 1 in 5. And we have too many young people who have felony convictions who are not allowed to serve in the military. In most cases, sometimes you can. We're not talking misdemeanors. We're talking felony convictions for drugs and a lot of other things. As a group, our country, we need to face these facts. We need to do something about it. A couple more things about the military forces. 70% of Army recruits, people go into boot camp for the very first time in the Army, 70% of them receive an incentive, a cash bonus to go into the Army. Some of you may have qualified for enlistment bonuses further down the road, but did you ever hear giving money to people when they start? Recruits are older today. The average recruit is over 20 years old. When you joined, I'm sure they were 17 and 18 years old. Across DOD, to get a young person into the military, it costs $15,000 for every recruit we bring into the service. Advertising, you name it. Anything we spend to get that kid in the front door. Doesn't, just on that alone. That's a huge number. The Army recruited 80,000 plus last year. So once they get into service, they're treated very well. Pay is actually very good at this time. My sense is the pay is going to go down as a result of the war tapering off. It's obvious that they've tried to use that as an incentive to keep people in the service. And a result of that is re-enlistment bonuses. Today, on the average, if you're an Air Force airman and you re-enlist for, say, 2 years, you will receive, again, these are averages, you will receive over $70,000 a year in incentive bonuses. Not your salary, that's just the bonus for 1 year. The Army, in the Army you get $25,000. In the Navy, you get $28,000, and Marines $17,000. If you're in the Air Force and you stay for your second enlistment and you re-up again for 2 more years, the average is $101,000 per year. Wow. It's $78,000 for Marines. I guess I understand that one, with the war and such. The Army isn't much different, and the Navy's is $39,000. The Army's $24,000. So I hope emphasizing all these points really drives it home. We're spending a fortune, and we shouldn't be. You know, we are a great nation. We have great kids doing good things, but they have no guidance either in school or someplace. There's a missing link here. But we can't afford to go down this road of continuing to pay these people these exorbitant amounts of money. So I know what all you're thinking. How do I re-enlist, right? I would too. I would go and make the same mistakes again. But we might not be able to do that. But there is something we can do, and that's what I want to talk about. I've already emphasized enough about the costs and how it impacts everything. The war funding that's going to come down. Congress has reduced the defense budget. We're losing a lot of money, wasting a lot of money. And we can't continue to run the force like this, because if we do that, we're going to have to get rid of ships and planes and submarines, and we're going to have a smaller force as a result of it. So we've got to start thinking more cleverly and smarter. So let me give you, I know it must sound like a curmudgeon here, but I'm actually optimistic. I think, as always, our nation will come through. We have great people, and we'll solve this problem. But all of us need to get involved. There was an interesting survey done recently of recruits, and 6,000 of them, and they found out that 8 out of 10 people who joined the military joined because someone in their family served. Nearly half said they had a close family member who retired from the service. And that's the point I wanted to make. You guys, you and me, we need to go home We need to find the best kid in the neighborhood. Maybe he's a grandson, granddaughter. We need those people. And we should be recruiting them. If they get this money, great for them. But we need to bring more people back into our military and make it part of our fabric of our nation. Today, less than 1% of our soldiers and sailors and Marines are represented by the population. They come from almost 5 states alone: Texas, Mississippi, Alabama, and 2 others. I can't remember. But that's all we do our recruiting, because for whatever reason, those people are joining. Maybe it's the economy, maybe it's whatever, but they seem to make the pledge while the others don't. Anyway, so let me get back to why I'm here today. All of us need to get this ship back on the right course. You must have a few children, grandchildren, promising relatives, friends, or neighbors that strike you as someone just like the sailors you served with and the ones we've been talking about while we're here. You need to take them under your wing, mentor them, tell them all the sea stories you want. The PG versions, please. But talk to them. Tell them about your shipmates and the guys who are probably, if they're not still your best friends, were your best friends in your entire life. Talk about the adventures that you had. Talk about the work that you did in foreign lands and travel and all the exciting things you did. And then tell them it was a challenge. You tell them how hard it was. But it made you a better person and your life better for being part of that experience. Those are the kinds of things we all need to do. I care about the Navy. I know you do. And we're the ones that are going to have to fix this, because the rest of the world, for a moment, has taken their eye off the ball. So earlier this week, I met with an old friend. He used to work for me in Washington many years ago. He's now a vice admiral. He's the chief of naval personnel. Good friend of mine. Obviously, my Val didn't carry him that whole way. So he's a good man. And I told him what we're doing this reunion. And he wanted to emphasize the exact message that I've just given you. He needs help. He knows he can't sustain paying these kind of dollars for the people that we're getting. We can't do that. We've got to turn this around and broaden our appeal to our nation. He said that if you personally need assistance, to work through me, and he'll see what we can do to get some of these kids in the military. And so that's what I'd like to leave you with. If there's anything that you need, anything you'd like to know, anything that we can do to coordinate bringing fine young people, men and women, into the military, you should try it. Might be a long shot, but I think if you can do it, all of us will be a little bit prouder. So let me know what I can do. Joe and Charlie have my contact information. If you know someone now, I'll give it to you right now. But we need to get sailors like you guys back in the fleet. Thank you very much. Yes, sir.
1956, I volunteered for the Navy. I was 18 years old and went to San Diego to boot camp. Into the first month, I got a tremendous bonus, $77. Things have sure changed. It's amazing.
The enlistment bonuses were designed as an incentive to keep the numbers where they are. It's not a performance thing saying, well, you did a great job. It's purely, having worked in the Bureau of Naval Personnel, I can tell you, it was purely designed to pay these people so that we could retain enough of them to do the jobs we had to fill in the fleet. That's really how you calculate that number. If we're paying that kind of money, it tells you we're not retaining the people that we've been training and giving them a great experience. We're sending them out of the service. West Point graduates, as an example, they have a 5-year obligation when they finish in the Point. Over 1/3 of them, since the start of the Iraqi and Afghani conflicts, have returned to civilian life immediately at the first opportunity. We must spend $500,000 to train every one of those kids. And they're leaving the service to go out and work in the business. We can't sustain that. That's just wrong.
And it's just, well, it's just like us when we come back. Nobody wants to take care of us. You know, we're all fighting this Agent Orange and such now.
Yep.
And
well,
you gotta fight for everything you get.
The VA is a separate issue, but you're absolutely right. All those people getting bonuses, all those people saying, oh my goodness, there's no problem getting an appointment here. I have a classmate from college who was a Marine and retired medically. He became a paraplegic in a motorcycle accident. He's told me horror stories of his actions with the VA over the last 20 years. And nobody knew about it. I don't accept that. And it's got to be fixed. There was a report in the paper yesterday, I believe, that said that they need $35 billion more to fix the VA, to get it back where number of doctors and all that stuff. They've got 600 and some odd lawyers in their headquarters. Not being a lawyer, I might have a little prejudice against that, but I think that's where we got our focus wrong. We need to fix it up. The VA runs a huge medical complex. Every congressman wants a VA hospital in his district. And so there is a lot of political pulling going on there, trying to get my hospital better stuff over yours. And so some get shortchanged if their congressman isn't at the doorstep. But we've got to stop this crazy, just keep spending money.
And they gotta figure out a way too, like I said, to keep these kids from going back over multiple times as they, you know, as they're going. And they don't have a choice.
No, you're absolutely right. That's right.
I got a question for you.
Yes, sir.
It's not pertaining to what you're talking about. You've heard the blight of the Nmsoa that we need membership.
Mm-hmm.
We've tried for years. Charlie is our liaison for the MCM community. What do you think we can do?
I think, Charlie and I talked about this earlier today, just after lunch. I think there are people that we can reach out to in the MCM community. You know, when I was a young person in the Navy, we didn't recycle guys, not like in your day where you went from one minesweeper to the next. You know, only a very few people ever served more than one tour on one of those ships. Charlie, because of his background in sonar, did. But the bosun mates, you could be a bosun mate on a minesweeper, you could be on an amphibious ship. And so today, that's changed. We are recycling these people into the MCMs more than once. And I think that might be a little bit of reason why you're not seeing any bump yet. But as we build up a greater cadre, you're going to see more. The MCM community is coming to an end. 2 ships, well, we've lost Guardian. We've got 2 more this year that'll be decommissioned. And then, depending on when the Navy can do remote mine hunting with robots and mini subs, whenever that comes online, the MCMs will go away and the LCS will pick up.
Well, in which case, it's an ideal time to start pushing because they will have a place they can call home.
Exactly. I mean, young sailors, when you were active, did you ever see reunions? No. They had them, but you know, yeah, well, that's a bunch of old men. Why do you want to go there? Chief Cook on our ship was an outstanding cheerleader for this kind of thing. And we're going to hunt him down and force him into action. There's others like that out there.
Force him. I like that.
Yeah.
Re-enlist them.
Yeah.
Remember when you send that paper and it doesn't mean it stops.
I think
Absolutely.
we have a hard enough time trying to get the regulars anymore, and I understand the economy has a lot to do with it, and health and age and everything else. But as they said in the NMA when they tried to recruit me, we're a dying breed unless you save us. Well, I say to them, you have 800 members, and out of those 800 members, you couldn't find somebody that grabbed the reins and to train and bring up, and you get the excuse they're too old. Well, if you want your association to last, you can't give excuses like that. So I was thinking, first we have to work on our own ailments, but we also have to get somebody to get those MCM guys interested, and you guys would be the perfect ones to work on it.
We'd be glad to help. There are some avenues that I think would be useful for you. It would involve paying some advertising dollars into small magazines like the Surface Navy Association, and advertising in that. Advertising in Navy Times, just a little blurb. You know, you see those every once in a while. You see a picture of an old sailor and looking to track down the crew of you know, as a Sierra or something. But that's a money expenditure, I understand that.
Yeah.
That's-
Well, see, that's the issue also. In order for us to survive, we have to have the membership dues that we live off of. And we don't have any, most of us are all lifers in this room. And it's like a conundrum. It's a vicious circle where you can't move forward because you waste dollars that you won't be able to recuperate.
Well, Charlie and I, as I said, we talked about this and we agreed, Mr. Moon is our man, so we'll find it.
Well, we got Mr. Moon, and we've got other sonar techs that have always been with us, ETs, and the whole doggone crew. I'm in touch with a lot of the crew, and you're in touch with most of the officer corps, I believe, and I think between our efforts, we should be able to
I think so.
swing a few our way, and then that'll help.
Not to brag, I think we did have one of the closest crews ever that I've ever served. Certainly one that I've ever served with, and there's no reason why we can't put a little heat on.
Yeah, once we're all gone, then it would be nice to have the MCM guys who are probably younger than us that could grab hold and just keep going.
Absolutely.
But if it comes down to the point where we're just fighting against the wind constantly, like Gabby said, it's easy to just carry on, but after a while, it's going to come to an end. And we'd like it to go on. You know, we'd like some of you guys remembering us guys, where at one point in time when we started this whole exercise, they didn't even know what an MSO was.
Yeah.
Until we got it all on the internet and started introducing ourselves. And now we've got a pretty good audience that understands what we are. So
There's a couple of blogs out there that talk about these kind of issues, surface warfare issues.
Yeah.
And that would be, I think, an excellent starting point. Doesn't cost you anything getting the blog.
yeah, we come down to the point where we've got to make a decision one way or the other, or else just let it slide out into oblivion and say goodbye. It was
I would not
worked out.
agree with that course of action. It's your decision, but I would not agree with it. And I know Charlie and I are going to put a lot of effort.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you very
Anything
much
else?
for coming. We appreciate it.
Sure. It was a
I
pleasure.
know you have family to get back to in Maine, so we don't want to tie you up too much.
No, that's all right. This is fun. And, again, thank you very much.
Pass the torch from Matt to Brian. Master Chief, we're going to pass the torch on just an unofficial little ceremony here from Matt to Brian, who's going to become our Master at Arms. So would you officiate and just say a few words and let's make it official?
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
As you all know, Matt was our Master at Arms.
I do too.
And officially, we want to switch over that. Nothing solid and nothing you can touch, just something we're going to do to switch the reins. And Master Chief, being the senior man of us enlisted guys, he's going to just officiate just a little couple of words.
Brian, are you ready to pick up the flag and carry it?
As always, yes.
You're relieving the good man.
Well, you bet.
It's an important job. You carry it out to the best of your abilities.
Certainly will.
To the support of the organization.
Yes, sir.
And all your brothers.
Yes.
And Louise, have you got any words of wisdom for Brian?
Well, I can just tell you that not only was Matt a good sailor, he was a good man.
Yes, he was.
And 47 years we had. But if anybody has anything they want to do, don't put it off. Do it. Because it was only 5 months from the day we learned he had cancer and he was gone. And it was a shocker. So don't put things off. Do things that you want to do. Go places you want to go. Because you may never get another chance.
Amen.
And he loved everybody in this organization. He did.
We loved him and it was a shock to lose him.
Yes. Okay, I think a hug will seal that deal.
There's something that I just recently did, and some of you have seen me wearing my vest with all my patches on it. A few years back, Matt came to one of the reunions, and he was wearing one. He was the only person in the crowd wearing one. I think our leader here tried to put one on, but he could only get it to about here. He didn't have a large enough one. But Matt wore his, and I think my wife will even agree, that kind of inspired me. It's taken me this long to get one put together, and I wear it. And you've seen it around here in the last few days. Part of that came from Matt's commitment. I mean,
There's a lot of years on that vest.
yeah, you know, everybody that's here is here because it's in your heart. Just like it was when you stood up and got sworn into the military. It was in your heart. Now, if it's in our hearts, we have the right to share what's in our hearts, and we should if we're good people. That goes along with recruitment, with standing up and taking over when others pass on, like Matt did. That's part of what's in your heart. You've got to keep pushing, helping other people, and hopefully you're helping mostly military people, but it's not wrong to help just civilians too. You've all got it in your heart to help us grow this organization. Matt was a fine example of that. He had it in his heart. He loved his job in this organization. He loved the associations with people. I mean, Joe became like a son to him. That's how much he put his heart into it. I'm going to try and do the same thing, Joe, and I hope I can call you soon and tell you I got a couple of guys that are going to join. I'm going to
I ain't gonna
get
call
off
you
my
dad.
butt and go.
I got too many dads to lose in that way, so I'm not gonna call you. I'll call you brother.
That's
no
right.
more calling nobody dad.
We're all brothers in this now. So all I ask is that you tolerate, every once in a while I'll stand up and say things and you can tell me sit down and shut up. That's fine, because that's in your heart. You don't want to hear it anymore. I'll listen to your heart. But we need to get out there and do what we can to save this organization and continue this tradition of meeting, getting comradeship. That's what it's all about. I think that's what we all missed when we got out of the military. We missed the comradeship. Frenchie was on my ship. Bob in the back was on my ship. Mike. There's a whole bunch of people around here that were in my life in the military, and here we are all these years later, and we're back together, and we're in each other's lives. That's what we need to do when we go out and recruit. Get people you're happy to bring into your heart. With that, I'm going to shut up. My wife's back there shaking her head.
I think the very first reunion we went to was in, where, Kentucky
Or Mitchell,
Kentucky. And he told me, and the men he was sitting with, and plus he had got to talk to them on the internet and the phone and all, they were 17 years old again. These were guys that served 6 years on a minesweeper, and they were 17 years old. And they were there all again. And they had the best time. That very first reunion. From then on, you couldn't have kept him away. I mean, unless, you know, he was not able to come. But we did try to make all the rest of them. But that was his thing. And he enjoyed it very much.
Well, I know Matt's here with us, so since he attended, he's got to get his new reunion pen.
Okay.
And we're going to put this on the vest. This vest will... Well, thank you very much. Thank you for doing that for us. Thank you for coming all this way just to celebrate with him.
Thank you.
And it's great meeting you. And God bless you for what you got to do with your body. You're my hero. I just want to tell you all, because I know the story. This man right here was as big as I am not too long ago.
He lost over 200 pounds.
Look at him. It can be done.